Jimmy Kim,
Hey.
founder of SendLane. My man, thank you for hopping on. For those who don't know, Jimmy founded SendLane. It's an email service providing tool. Go check them out. A spectacular option. Former D2C brand operator, entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur, maybe is a better way to say it. And today he's going to talk to us about the evolution of email, the ever evolving playbook for email and SMS and ecom. Take it away.
Yeah, thanks, Bobby, for having me. Love to just jump right into it and talk about the
Yeah.
evolution that's happening. And I'll kind of set the stage here first. Look, at this point in our stage of our lives, when it comes to email marketing, let's be honest, everyone does the same thing. We do all the campaigns, we have our flows, our abandoned carts, our browse abandonments, and our welcome and our pop up, and all those different things. But the reality of it is, a lot of that stuff is 20 years old. If I think back 20 years ago when I first started learning email, we did drip campaigns and newsletters. All we did was take a little bit more data and evolve it a little bit more and call it personalization. But the reality of it is that in this day and age, we're all looking for that next edge. And I look at someone like acquisition. Bobby, you probably know acquisition probably more than even retention. But in acquisition, it's the fastest evolving playbook. 2017 strategies don't work in 2022. But in email, some reason we're still using 2017 strategies in email. So I talk about this quite often, and I talk about how email is evolving in email and SMS and all communications in general, and what I'm seeing within our clients and the different people and the ways that we coach and teach people to evolve that playbook. So the first thing I talk about is very simple. The first evolution is simple. Why aren't you tying and unifying your email and SMS together? And what I mean by this is very simple, right? If I send an SMS out at 9 a.m., all those people that are clicking on that SMS but not purchasing, typically today, all we do is go ahead and send them another SMS tomorrow, which is completely wrong. In fact, what you should be doing is setting up an automated target in 3 hours, running dynamic segments to be able to target exactly those people who clicked and did not purchase with a targeted email. I've seen this proof and proof again. It generates 40 to 50% of extra revenue from the first campaign. Simple, bar none, right?
We've
Number
seen
two,
that too. We really have. I mean, we have quite a few clients that use SendLane, and that is what happens. Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty cool, right? Like being able to evolutionize. You can't do that without two systems talking to each other, being unified, and also being able to be real time, right?
Right.
The number two is even bigger. And the bigger side of thing is this. I said, why are we all still running the old natural playbook of campaigns based on events and then, of course, your flows when you think about actually how you should be treating it? In paid advertising, how do we treat it? We prospect, we throw the net out. When they click evolve, what do? We put them in separate retargeting funnels. So what I've been teaching people, I call it life cycle automations, but the idea is very simple. Throw your campaigns out like they're nets. You sell men's, women's, kids, and children's shoes, men's, women, kids, and pets, let's just say, right? And you sell 4 different categories. I'm using these examples. Well, why is it that when Joe clicks on men's all the time, he's still getting followed up about the women's sales that are happening tomorrow? No, you should be tagging them and you should be putting them down an intent funnel, right? The click is the most important, the most powerful signal you'll have. Doesn't matter first party, third party, it doesn't. The click, right? It's the
Mm-hmm.
most intent. They have clicked on something you've told them to, and they're interested in learning more about it. Yet we
Mm-hmm.
take that click and we inherently ignore it and we move it on. So now think about prospecting and top of the funnel advertising when you think about acquisition. If I was doing it this way, I'd throw the net out just like I would with prospecting. They clicked on an intent ad. In my case here on an email is a certain link on an email that they've pinpointed as what they're interested in. Now
Mm-hmm.
imagine taking them down a next 5 to 7 day journey where you're excluding them from all the campaigns, but you're targeting them with messaging on exactly the category that they're interested in. Well,
Right.
guess what's going to happen? Your sales cycle inherently increases. So
Mm-hmm.
what I've been teaching a lot of people is now start changing your mind because it's not working anymore. It's 20 years old. Everybody expects the welcome email. Everyone expects the pop-up coupon. Everyone expects the discount on an abandoned cart. Everyone expects all these little things. Those are all base expectations. And if you're simply doing that, you're probably leaving a tremendous amount of money on the table and you're probably not evolving your retention playbook. So what I've been out in market and I talk about often is how let's go ahead and start evolving this playbook because it's 20 years old and we can do better as marketers. And that's really the message that I would love to share here today.
I think that's very true. We do all the time. It's something that differentiates us. Whenever we audit email accounts too, it always comes up. But we're so deep into it. I'm curious if you're able to answer, like, for the person who's not as deep into it, a marketing director that isn't actually in the mud of email might feel intimidating to start tagging and tracking and putting people in more customized flows. Like, do you think that's pretty easy, or is there a tool that you can provide, an article that they might be able to link? I might be able to link that they might be able to read real quickly to help themselves not feel as overwhelmed from just reviewing their own setup themselves.
Yeah, no, I don't have any great reviews about it. I do tweet about this a lot on Twitter so you can follow me at Yo Jimmy Kim. Yo Jimmy Kim is my Twitter at Yo Jimmy Kim. But reality is very simple. It's really a shift frame. First of all, it starts with being able to think differently, and this is why I say you don't have to go to the big, deep one where you've got the prospecting engine. Try the first one, a unified email and SMS experience, and you immediately are adding 30, 40, 50% to your bottom
Right.
line of every campaign. So if you make $5,000 a campaign, you're gonna make $7,500 a campaign by adding one simple step. That's some pretty good raw ROI of effort putting behind it. And it
Definitely.
doesn't take much. I'm talking about setting up something that says, when I send an email at 9, I'm gonna follow up at 12 o'clock with everyone who's clicked but did not purchase with an SMS, right?
Yeah.
Very simple things. Do that, come back and say, all right, I'm making money. Now, after I make money there, next you can go into the evolutionary. So to me, it's like this. We all have to have our basic stuff set up, right? We all know the basics. You can find 1,000 people on the internet, 1,000 gurus on the internet telling you how to set up your flows and all that stuff. We get it,
Sure.
right? Set up your flows, make sure they're working, make sure they're making money, and then try adding one layer. After that one layer, try thinking bigger. And you can get as big as you want with this. And if you start realizing how simple the model is, if you understand acquisition marketing, you literally apply that to your retention. That doesn't mean you hammer them the same way, but
Right.
obviously if they're a prospect, and this is where it gets really cool, if you're really doing it right, a prospect should be treated differently than a buyer, obviously, right? But too often we lump them together, call them engaged, and we send out a campaign. That's
All the
not
time.
right. You
Right.
should be having different prospecting campaigns that are top of the funnel using heavy intent signals like clicks to drive them down as hard and fast as possible to get them to their first sale, where a buyer should be taking it on a different journey and different experience because, well, they've already pulled their wallet out once. So why are you worried about them pulling out their wallet? They will buy again if you can show them something they need to buy, right? So
Agreed.
there's a
Yeah.
very different intent there. But I wish I could give you like a perfect place to go look at it. I tweet about it a lot. I post on
Sendlane.
LinkedIn a lot about it.
You've got a send
You
lane,
can check
bro.
out our blog. We talk about it. We have, yeah. Or you can come to our website and check it out too as well. And SendLane, go out check out our blog. We put so much damn content out on the web. You
Yeah.
can find something about this for sure.
Or call me, either way, right?
Or call Bobby. Bobby teaches
Yeah.
you too.
All right, Jimmy, thank you so much. Totally agree. And we've seen the results firsthand. So I appreciate it. Everybody go reach out to Jimmy. I'm going to link all his socials out so you can find him and check out SendLane. Thanks, bud.
Cool.